I think it's a perfect time to welcome in our guest, Coach Shane Beamer, head coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Thank you for joining us here on Vibe Check.
Well, it is awesome being on with you. Thanks for having me on.
Coach, I just loved watching you in the SEC documentary that came out this summer, especially because it gave people a peek into who you really are, the wonderful family man and father that you are, the traditions that you have at breakfast with your kids, defending your wife's cookies lately. So what has been kind of your reaction to everyone's response from that show, and what's it been like for you to watch it all back?
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, Molly. It's been good. You've been around our team enough to know that's kind of who we are. It wasn't one way with the cameras on and another way with the cameras off, and that's why we were so comfortable doing this with Netflix because we really don't have anything to hide necessarily in our program. And they were very respectful of our time and working with us, and it's been good. The feedback has been amazing. The number of people that it has reached has been amazing, whether it be recruits, families, fans from other schools, whatever. The feedback's been great, and I appreciate you saying that. You've been a part of some post game celebrations on the field where the whole Beamer family's out there with you as well, trying to do interviews. But I'm just blessed to be in a profession where I'm able to include my family and. But at the same time, I understand the sacrifices that we make in this job because of the hours, and they go through a lot also. And I'm glad people have been able to see that also.
Coach, you're a breath of fresh air, and it's really been cool to see that evolution and see that too. And you speak a lot about building a culture at South Carolina. What do you think is the defining identity of your program right now, and how do you want it to evolve in the coming seasons?
Yeah, appreciate you saying that. I would hope people turn on the tape and watch us and just see a team that, loves one another and plays for one another. And that's more challenging than ever now in college athletics because of revenue sharing and the transfer portal. It's just a different time, but we still believe in that without a doubt. And guys that enjoy being out there on the field. And we're a program that prides ourselves a lot on development as well, whether it be transfers coming in from other schools and thriving in their short time with us, or freshmen coming in without a doubt. But, we have a lot of fun in this program. We don't mistake that. We coach our guys hard. We're very demanding. We hold them accountable. But I want our players to look forward to coming into our football facility every day and feel very confident in saying that they do.
Coach, you said that the transfer portal adds challenges. The new college football playoff format also adds challenges, intrigue with the 12-team playoff. I know that there are many highs and lows of every season, but when you look back at last season, what is something, maybe a challenge that's stuck with you that is going to make you better, that you're going to take into this year?
Yeah, just making sure our guys are prepared for every situation, and in this league, you play a lot of close games. We played in 6 games last season that were decided by 4 points or less, and we were 3-3 in them. And if we were 4-2 in them, we're in the college football playoff. So really for me, Molly, just trying to make sure our guys understand what goes into winning. What a fine line it is. You've got to be detailed. Every play matters. So really just trying to go back and look at the areas that we need to improve at from last season, offense, defense, and special teams, to be able to take things a little bit farther in 2025. But we have a young team, and really trying to make sure our guys understand that, maybe in high school, you could just get off the school bus and go out there and you're going to beat a team by 40, and it just happens. And it doesn't just happen in college football. Everybody's good, and anyone can beat anybody every single Saturday, and hoping, really working hard to make sure our guys understand that, and putting them in positions in practice as much as we can to simulate those scenarios that come up.
LaNorris Sellers and his potential. So, Coach, what have you seen in his development that makes you confident he can be a difference maker for South Carolina this season?
Yeah, I'd say a couple things. One, just his who he is, his humility, his consistency. You know, let's face it, his life has changed a lot on and
Mm.
off the field since last season at this time. And really proud of LaNorris and how he's handled that. And he's the same guy that he was a year ago, at least in our facility. Things around him have certainly changed. But then just his work ethic. He came back, and he's still a young quarterback. I mean, he's only been a starting quarterback in college football for one season, and this is only his third year being in college. So understanding that he's still young, he's worked really, really hard to improve on the things from a fundamental standpoint that he knows he needs to improve on, going back to last season, and then just the fact that he's a fierce competitor. He wants to win in everything that he does. It's cool being out at practice and seeing him go back and forth with the defense and getting mad at me when I take him out to put another quarterback in to get that other quarterback experience, especially if it's a competitive period where we're keeping score against the defense. He's a fierce competitor. You see that on the field, and knowing that and the kind of person he is gives us great confidence going into the season.
Coach, I had the joy of covering one of LaNorris's first starts, and I think one of the coolest things about him is how unassuming he is, right? He's got the glasses on. He's so humble and soft-spoken. And then he takes the glasses off. In that game, he was wearing the goggles, but takes the glasses off. It's like Clark Kent has revealed himself, and he is a dog on the football field. I just want to know, when's the first time that you knew he was the real deal? And what do you think that this team can accomplish with a guy like that this season?
Yeah, I would say, you watched him in high school football, and you had a really good sense of it in high school because he took a team at his high school that hadn't been traditionally successful and led him to a state championship as a senior. So there's something about him. And probably for me was his first spring here. He graduated high school early. He enrolled in January. He went through spring practice. Spencer Rattler was here. He was our starting quarterback. But during that spring, we typically will make our quarterbacks live in practice, meaning they can get hit in scrimmages. Normally during the season, you're not doing that, but we made him live for a couple scrimmages in the spring of would that have been 2023, and he had some plays in that are very much like what you guys saw last year in games. Just he was live and nobody could tackle him. And I still remember we had a scrimmage on a Saturday morning during the spring, and there was about 6 defensive guys on our team that just bounced off of him on a 4th down play. And he just showed his fierce competitiveness on that play, refusing to go down and getting that first down no matter what the cost. And at that point, I remember saying to myself, you know what, this guy's got something to him for sure. And then just, for him, he'll be a year better and a year older. And we're young around him in a lot of places, but we got really like our talent that we have. And we've just got to continue to just get better throughout the season, and confident that we will, but excited about this team and the way they've worked since they came back in January.
Well, Coach, we are excited to watch you this season. Best of luck this season, and thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you all for having me on.
You want this, you got that. No way.